And we experience that every day in Cabo.
Every day.
And so you just have to get over the fact the only way you can guarantee a view
is by beachfront.
That's right. And unfortunately, it's a lot more expensive.
Yeah. What are we selling beachfront for? $1 million a lot right now. So I just find this a great opportunity for people that either don't have a large budget or maybe don't want to invest at their first time largely into Mexico. I find it a great I find it an old school opportunity. You know, I'm still so old school Mexico, right? I'm like, let's go back to our basics and what worked. And it did. It does. Villas de Cerritos is just I can't even buy a condo in there. They're gone before they even hit the market.
Yeah.
No.
It's a little bit of a shift for the buyers that are accustomed to buying in the last 5 to 10 years because it's always been condos or buying a lot, building on a half-acre lot. This is smaller. It's a community of 12 homes. Price is amazing. Location is amazing.
Welcome to the Nick Fong Podcast. As the broker and owner of Ronival Real Estate, Nick has spent nearly 20 years in Baja California Sur. And in this podcast, he'll be talking everything Baja, from food and culture to real estate and property management. And now, here's your host, Nick Fong.
And we're off. Welcome, Cyndi. Welcome back to the podcast.
Hey, Nick. How are you today?
I'm doing well. Well, it was nice to see you at your 60th birthday.
Yeah, that was painful.
Congratulations again.
Thank you. Beautiful day.
So remind everyone how many years you've been here in the Cabo.
Full-time, 15.
15 years.
Part-time, 30.
And you are from originally,
I was from the East Coast, New Jersey, a little island in Wildwood, New Jersey. I was born in Wilmington, Delaware, and then had a family business in New Jersey.
And then you migrated over to California?
I migrated to California for my adulthood. And so I was there for about 25 years, same place. Decided I'll be here for the next 25.
Excellent. Well, welcome back. And I wanted to talk to you about the Pacific side of our peninsula, and specifically the Cerritos area, because that's one of your specialties. And
kind of my passion.
Yes. And you have a lot of landowners you represent and developers also. What is going on in Cerritos in the last 2 years?
Oh, boy. Well, if you ask the people around, they're like, it's an explosion. But yes, that land was sold like years ago originally, 2007 when titles were issued. It was bought up. I mean, and then we hit the 2008, 2009, and all the people just held on, or they started to slowly resell. So most of that land was originally sold. The people have kept it or sold it, and now everybody's decided it's time to start building on it. So we really are having a construction explosion out there.
Average lot sizes, residential?
And most of Cerritos was 2,000 meters. Okay. Closer to the beach, they got 1,500 and then 1,100 meters a lot, or 1,000 on the beachfront. But the average size lot's like a half acre.
Yeah. So 4,000 square meters is a full acre. So that 2,000 meters is a half acre.
Yes.
And Cerritos, for those that don't know, 45 minutes from Cabo San Lucas, or 30 minutes if you're Cyndi Williams driving.
You drive like me.
And the explosion of lots being sold, condos being built.
It's insane. It really is. Nothing like Cabo, obviously, but we see a lot of people that are still looking for those large lots. They're heading that way. Of course, you know, Cerritos has the best weather in all of Southern Baja. We have this microclimate that's just amazing. That's driving a lot of it. And then the growth in Cabo and San Jose is driving a lot of the force up there. So I don't have exact numbers and I don't like to misquote, but I would say there's at least 20 new housing starts per month going on right now.
Housing?
Just individual houses, people building. And then condos, we're out of inventory. And we've been out of inventory for about a year. So now we're waiting for all the new product to come back on the market or to hit the market. Yep. A lot of the pre-sales were done a year and a half ago. So let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, about 7 new condo projects that are coming. Yes, that are coming that haven't broken ground yet or just barely moving dirt. And then we have the Vistasol project that we're talking about today, which I have a major passion for because I think it was designed appropriately as starter homes for the people that want to be in Cerritos, but they don't have large budgets or they don't want to invest a large amount of money. So we designed it.
Because you were a part of that
Just
process.
the design process, yes. The actually clients that you asked me to take care of, they were looking to buy some land. They're builders down here in Cabo. They've built different developments and so forth. So I talked them into Cerritos, and they're gung-ho. I mean, they're the best clients you could ever have, right? They're good. But I helped them design a product that I thought we could sell. Because most of the products in Cerritos over the years have been condos.
Right.
That's where people are comfortable.
Why is that?
Because I think they think they just lock their door and they go away.
Is that true?
Yeah, very much so. And they know there's management. The rental potential is easy. People like to just rent a condo.
Also, if you're a developer, you want to build condos because you get more.
Maximize your dollar.
Right.
Absolutely. So Adama is the name of the group that's building. They agreed to listen to me. We did our homework. We looked at other projects that weren't maybe moving or what I felt was not correct about them. And I modeled this one after Villas de Cerritos, which is the most successful little project in multiple different kinds of designs. Drew just built this, then he built this, but they rent. It's a beautiful community, et cetera. So I said, let's follow that design.
Okay. And so the result is how many houses?
On the first phase, there's 12 houses. 4 of them are gone. They were sold to family, friends, et cetera. So I have 8 available right now. Have about 4 contracts floating around in the air.
Right.
So legitimately, I think I have like 4 left.
Okay. So of the 4 that are left, what are the specs of the homes?
Well, they're all individual houses, no connecting walls. They're designed as like a smaller home or a rental for a couple, maybe. Downstairs is 1 full bedroom, 1 full bath, a nice sized kitchen. It's not a studio. It's over 600 square feet, and living area, little bit of outdoor area, fenced yards. So you have a small fenced yard. The lots are a little over 200 square meters.
All right.
And so you have a private yard. And then we designed it to where you have a staircase on the outside of the house. So there's at the $289,000 price point, there's a 1 bedroom, 1 bath on the 2nd floor.
Right.
So either you can rent the bottom, stay upstairs, have guests, not in your house, etc. So it's kind of a really flexible design. And then there is the option of taking that 2nd bedroom, 2nd bathroom, and expanding it. It's got a huge balcony right now off the 2nd bedroom. Expanding it into the same size as downstairs to have a complete duplex. So you have 2 rentals.
Okay, so you would have a duplex down, duplex up, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom in each, kitchen, living area.
Yeah, in each. Separate, like, apartments.
And the number of square feet we're talking about?
It's just shy of 1,000. It's like 927 for the standard 289,000 starter unit. If we made it into the duplex, offering the 2nd unit, it's just shy of 1,200.
Okay, and what would that price be for the full duplex?
289 and 349.
So with that 349, what is the community offering in terms of amenities?
Well, it is a gated community in the sense that it's not guarded. We don't have a guard, but a security guard's available. That's how most of the people do. We hire a nightly security guard, but at this point, that's not
a part of it.
No, but it's completely walled and gated. And then once you enter from either the north side or the south side, the houses line the beautiful pathway that runs through it. We have a community pool. And then on the other side, we have an outdoor gathering area, a little palapa, a little barbecue place to entertain guests.
And where exactly is Vistasol located in Cerritos?
Vistasol is actually a great location, and amazed me that the lot actually gave us better views than we even anticipated when they were first looking at it. But If anybody knows where Shaka's is, which most people know where Shaka's is, right? It's exactly due north.
All right.
So you walk a straight line from Shaka's 2 blocks, and that's where it is.
Okay. And the stage of construction right now?
We're just moving dirt. We started moving dirt on my birthday.
Okay, so it just got started. And if someone is interested, either with the 2-bedroom or the duplex, what can they expect in terms of delivery time?
Well, since they're individual houses and not condos, we start building and we can deliver houses 6 months. I'd like to say 9 months. So if they were to buy now, we would have them in their house by most likely the end of the year.
Okay, and
that's with no problems.
All right, and then the prices include what in the houses?
The 289 is designed in the basic Mexican fashions, which I actually prefer, but it's Polito, polished concrete floors, polished concrete counters. They're air conditioned. Of course,
Oh, someone's calling for Vistasol.
So sorry. Oh, leave it to me. Can you turn that off? Anyway, leave it to me. Leave the phone on. Sorry. So they're basic concrete. The shower stalls and everything are Polito.
Okay.
And then there's an upgrade package that's offered, which I don't even suggest to people. I'm like, hey, let's live the basic way, and then we can add to it as we go. I tell everybody that. They agree with me by the time I'm done. But it's $310. It's almost $30,000 more to do the upgrade to granite and tile or marble flooring.
But if you go with the basic Baja package, which is the polished concrete,
yes,
does that include the ACs? Does it include the kitchen appliances?
Yes, I'm sorry. The kitchen appliances. So we have stove, microwave, and refrigerator. No dishwashers.
Okay.
We shouldn't have them anyway. But no dishwashers. And then we have ceiling fans, air conditioning. It's basically a turnkey unit.
Okay.
Yeah. The only thing not included are the washer and dryers.
Okay. Now, but there's a space for a washer
Yes,
and dryer?
outside so that it can be shared. There's an outside shared area for the laundry.
Is that enclosed? Is it closeted?
Well, they don't have it on the plans enclosed, but we can enclose it because I'm like, we need to enclose it.
Hey, thanks for being a part of the Nick Fong podcast. Make sure to subscribe to the podcast to get the latest updates. And if you're watching this on our social channels, please like and share. And if you want to be featured or you want me to talk on a certain topic, food, activities, culture, real estate in the Baja, drop a comment. And then by the end of the year, if you get it under contract sometime soon at the beginning of this year, how is the developer accepting payments? How is that the payment schedule?
Pretty much we're on the same normal payment schedule as all the developments have been. $10,000 to hold your unit. And then at contract, once we're done contract, we'll start breaking ground. It'll be 50%, including the 10,000, so half. And then as we build, we do videos, the same thing to show our progress, and then more money's put in. 25% more will be due at the time we pour the roof, and then 25% at the time we deliver the unit.
Okay, fantastic.
Out of the 25%, we will hold money back. $10,000 will be set there till we deliver title.
Okay.
As we know.
Because explain that.
Yes.
That's something that is unexpected with a lot of our buyers pre-construction, where the unit's ready, but the municipality isn't ready to have the titles.
And what people don't understand, and I catch different posts from different attorneys and things that I see, and I'm like, please stop, because this isn't abnormal. The reason being is that we get our permits and we get everything, but we cannot finalize the regime. Nothing to do with the developer.
Right.
Can't finalize the actual condo regime until we're 80% built.
Yep.
And that's so that the government can make sure we followed all of the protocol and what we've agreed to on construction. And so that we're not done and we've overbuilt the project. We've gone outside our envelope.
Yep.
So that is why it's not faulty developers. It's because there's a process that involves a municipality.
Okay, so I'm a buyer. I'm going to play devil's advocate. I say, well, you're developing the project. Why don't you just build 80% and then close or then sell?
And we can't.
Okay,
Yeah.
But what's the trade-off as the buyer? What do you get in return for that?
Well, you actually get your house and you don't have to wait for another 8, 9, 10 months till we finish the regime. So you have occupancy, you have all the rights to the home, to rent it, to everything. The only thing is you won't have your official title until that's completed. Doesn't mean you don't own the home. Doesn't mean the developer can steal it from you. I hear all these stories, right? You have full access, you have a full contract.
And this buying style, although very, very common in the Baja, it's not for everyone.
No.
But for those that are willing to trust the process and see that it's been done several times, you get better pricing also.
Well, that's the difference. And I'll give you an example of we were talking about a client that Emma had seen. He came and we were driving and he's like, he had looked at one of my project surf residences years ago. And so he says, well, man, that was like $250. And then all of a sudden I looked at him and he goes, you're going to have a hard time with $289 since those sold for $250. And I go, but they sell for $550 now.
Right.
And he goes, oh, I didn't think of that. And I'm like, but I was serious. I said, we can't take 3 years ago pricing. You can't. There's nothing you can buy in Cerritos for $289.
Right.
Nothing.
Right. No. So pre-construction allows you to get that.
Yes.
And you have to understand that this is a process that's not unusual to the area.
Right.
It may not be what you're accustomed to back home in purchasing if you're a foreigner, but if you can get over that hurdle, there's always risks no matter what, right? There's always risks. And so if that is above your risk threshold, then you wait. You wait but it's going to be at a higher price.
But I'm telling you, coming from a development background, in my background, you have those same risk in the States. I mean, you're putting up money, and the only difference is you're getting financing. Right. So there's a little more control. We don't have financing here.
Right. Yep.
And we don't have construction financing either. So that's how we're creating everything that we're doing is step by step by step.
You mentioned it's phase 1.
Yes.
What is to be coming in subsequent phases?
Phase 2 will be just a couple of lots over. We've secured those. And depending on, I'd like to see the feedback that we get from phase 1. Maybe we need a little bigger. Maybe we should move that wall, whatever it is. Yep. But phase 2 will be very similar.
Okay. And is one thing I wasn't clear on, the second level, is there a terrace on the roof?
There's on the roof would be the third level.
How do you access that?
There'll be another staircase. The staircase goes all the way to the roof.
Perfect. And size is basically the footprint of the whole structure?
Yes, of the upstairs. So that's why there's a difference in price if we expand the unit upstairs as well, because we expand the rooftop.
And what can you do on that rooftop?
Well, you can't build anything, but you can, I believe we're approved for pergolas. I don't like to speak that because it could change their mind at any time.
Umbrellas, though?
Yeah, absolutely. Umbrellas, shade covering, shade cloths, etc.
Flooring, probably no problem?
No. No problem.
No problem.
No,
okay.
No, it's not included. It'll be a concrete. Right. It won't be tiled or what have you. It'll be finished concrete.
Can installations like the water, electricity be run from there?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you could have a barbecue.
You can put a little barbecue up there. The other option is like I said, the deck on the second floor, if it's only the standard model, is very, very large. You know, it's 500, almost 500 more feet.
Okay.
So right now we have views from that second floor.
From the second level?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course, I tell people I'm not selling views. And at 280, and they ask me, well, can you guarantee my view? I get that question all the time. And I'm like, no, I'm really sorry. I'm at 289. I'm really honestly not selling views. But right now we have some.
Right. And we experience that every day in Cabo.
Every day.
And so you just have to get over the fact the only way you can guarantee a view
is by beachfront.
That's right. And unfortunately, it's a lot more expensive.
Yeah. What are we selling beachfront for? $1 million a lot right now. So I just find this a great opportunity for people that either don't have a large budget or maybe don't want to invest at their first time largely into Mexico. I find it a great I find it an old school opportunity. You know, I'm still so old school Mexico, right? I'm like, let's go back to our basics and what worked. And it did. It does. Villas de Cerritos is just I can't even buy a condo in there. They're gone before they even hit the market.
Yeah.
No.
It's a little bit of a shift for the buyers that are accustomed to buying in the last 5 to 10 years, because it's always been condos or buying a lot, building on a half-acre lot. This is smaller. It's a community of 12 homes. Price is amazing. Location is amazing. And if people need to get a hold of you, what's the best way to get a hold of you? Cell phone?
Oh, I love my cell phone.
Do you remember your cell phone number?
I do know my number. Isn't that amazing?
What's your number?
624-158-8650.
Tell us again. 624?
624-158-8650.
And for those of you that are calling from your U.S. phones and you're in the States, or even when you're down here, +52.
Yes.
So +52 624-158.
8650. I got stuck in the middle.
That's Vistasol. It's a great project that just got launched, and Cyndi Williams will continue to give us updates on that great project. And anything else to say? You're actually moving back to the area.
Well, you know, I've been driving back and forth. Long story, but yes, I'm building my house, and now I'm decided to finish it there. I was going to take my time, and now I'm like, nah, I'm going to finish the house, and I'm going to move back up to Cerritos for a while.
How far will you be from this project? Your house?
I could throw a football if I could throw a football.
So less than 100 yards.
Yeah, as the crow flies, how far you throw a football.
Okay. Well, Cyndi, pleasure. Thanks for coming in and telling us about the new project.
Well, thank you for letting me tell you about Vistasol. I'm really proud of this little project, honestly.
I know. It's a pet project.
Yeah.
It's small, but it's what the market needs.
I believe in it.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Right. Until the next one. Bye for now.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Nick Fong Podcast. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast and the YouTube channel at youtube.com/Ronival Real Estate, and follow Nick on Instagram at NickFong_Ronival. Ready to find your Baja dream home? Check out the latest property listings at Ronival.com or FindMexicoHouses.com. Hasta luego.